Hello and welcome back everyone to Starcraft War Part 10. In this episode we will continue on and finally finish Battle of Braxis. Use your Reavers effectively in this map. Make sure to take out the bunker. Make sure to have them take out the bunkers and other major defenses, but do not waste the Scarabs on units specifically because, well, they are much more useful against taking out specifically, you know, buildings as opposed to units.
Watch out for the tenacious and maybe probably respawning enemy forces in the distance. Little victories cripple empires.
So you notice how that space there has got a 1x1 opening?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have any units that can get in there.
Not one, not even the ghost paladins.
Yeah, the Dark Templars cannot get in there, and neither can the Zealots. And the reason why is because Zealots and DTs are 2x1 units, so a 1x1 square is too much for them.
So why don't you just airdrop in?
Because that area is absolutely littered with missile turrets.
They thought of everything. Everything.
Don't waste your Scarabs on the missile turrets.
So, how dangerous are the missile turrets if you just go around?
To the shuttles, very dangerous because the shuttles don't have only have two basic armor and 2 points in plasma shields. And as you can see, three shots of the missile turrets is enough to take down observers, which means three shots does approximately 45 damage.
Vengeancing.
Not really. We're attempting to skate around the missile turrets because the easiest way for us to do this specifically is to have an observer spy on the missile turrets that we want to avoid, and then use our dragoons in order to slowly pick off the missile turrets.
All right, take out R209. Got it.
Again, you don't need to take down a majority of the missile turrets on this edge. It will just make transporting units over this wall much easier.
I actually cannot believe how less threatening, like 7 missile turrets all standing in a row is compared to 1 missile turret that is guarded by impassable forces.
Where's my other dragoon? Come on.
He's crying in the
There's
corner because
dragoons.
he tried his best. He just couldn't fucking do it. Why can't I fit? Why? What is the point of this? What is this shooting over the wall shit? All right, well this is cool. There.
And this is exactly how I'm supposed to do that. I promise you, this is what they want you. This is what they actually want you to do in order to deal with these missile turrets.
You mean just perspective fail the fuck out of them?
No, it's not perspective fail. What we're doing is taking advantage of what is effectively variable range on our units in order to find the maximum safe distance with which we could actually use our dragoons on the ground before doing airdrops.
So they're really making you pay attention to just, attack ranges. We brought up in previous parts how this can cripple competitive play. If you can't hit your target, like that missile turret right there is doing a fantastic job of hitting its target. But he had plenty of time to drop off the Doom Squad.
He dropped off all 4 of the DTs.
But
and
now
from here,
our
what
Dark
we're going
Templars
to
are getting
do is
annihilated.
we're sacrificing these DTs in order to take down the missile turrets. But yes, there are 3 battle cruisers here, which means that in order to fight those, we're going to have to use our scouts, or rather our 1 scout with Artanis, since that is all the anti-air that we have left.
Well, it looks like you've got enough room to drop some dragoons in there without losing your cruiser because they've been pushed back and they can't come back. It's weird. Like, we're usually not able to take our time because we're mining resources and we're throwing waves of enemies at you, but not this time. Oh, crap. Yes, Executor. My pants will be changed.
And this is me specifically utilizing the hallucination spell that the High Templar get in order to take advantage of, well, the stupidity that the AI sometimes has. Only sometimes,
All right.
though.
This is a clusterfuck right now. All right, now with that cleaning the screen up quite a bit. The rest of the part is just going and killing the generators. Well, at some point, they gotta say enough is enough, because the player has tried this many times, and it takes fucking forever to get to this point. Just let it be done.
And there.
Now
we can take down the this last generator, and from there just go and take down the literal last generator that is down in the far right side of the map. This map took me like 3 attempts to do, and I was not happy at all during this. I'm trying to land my zealot's shuttle. Stop failing. I'm clicking on this zealot and it refuses to drop there. There.
I long for combat. Not for missile turrets, though. God damn it. But
thank you, Zeratul. But how am I supposed to get my reinforcements down there all the way up here?
Because they have to
Especially
spawn
when those
from the
reinforcements
reinforcement
consist
ramp,
of
of course.
an arbiter and a bunch of... yeah, this is why... Yeah, this is what I remember from this mission. Specifically getting a bunch of scouts, an arbiter, and a couple of corsairs. However, because we just took down the battlecruiser segment, we no longer need the corsairs for anything.
Well, I think you did that to yourself, my friend. You did the
I
things
did
in the
do
wrong
that to
order.
myself. Yes, I did do that to myself by doing this in the wrong order. And I would like to apologize to myself, but myself is still an idiot, so there.
And you didn't create a separate save file that would just... Well, I mean, if you failed the mission, that's basically the equivalent of starting from an earlier save point. Otherwise, you're just going to keep retrying the same situation until you eventually save state your way to victory.
Right.
Yeah. All right, boys. Get your shopping bags and all your goodies and all your candy all together. We're going to Disneyland now. Everybody together.
Well,
y'all ready?
no, we've already been to Disneyland. Right now, we're going to the registration gate. We snuck in the back door of Disneyland.
When do we get to the ride? This is the ride. Yippee!
At last. I thought you'd in my way. Feel your presence.
Gathering the forces montage.
Making sure that they have appropriate waypoints.
Damn it, I sent him off course! Stop! Come back! You stupid idiot!
For hire.
Because that was a
So
thing
it's
that
new in
used
the
to
world
happen
of
to me.
Cloud, whilst we attempt to finish this mission.
The Odyssey.
Okay, what about the Odyssey?
I started reading it finally, because the Anid was overdue at the library. I'm not quite finished with it, but I'm already finding it's a fairly smooth transition into the Odyssey by Homer, because it also goes over the events of the Trojan War. Apparently, the Trojan War was such a big event in the minds of people back during that time period. There's even speculation to the point of whether or not it even happened in the first place, although history does hold that it did in fact happen. But that it had been raised to the plinth of myth and legend ultimately drew scrutiny onto the whole thing in the first place. I digress. A lot of eyes were on the Trojan War, both the Romans and the Greeks. Now I'm reading from the Greek perspective.
Okay, then.
and it's cool.
And do you notice any? Do you notice any significant changes in terminology and or political leadings, perhaps?
Well, it's funny you mention that. So in this, I read this. I think I read this in a copy of. It was from 18. If this book was printed in 1882, that means that the book was 127 years old, and it offered some cool wisdom on the subject of the use of modernization whenever you translate a work that is over 2,000 years old. The book made a concession right at the onset that every time the work is translated, the translation has to be readable to the modern audience, so it takes on all of the nuances and the language patterns that the readers use, so that people would actually digest it and not get confused. And that's why these works get reprinted and retranslated all the time.
I don't know how those bunkers are able to see our DTs. For the record, the purple missile turrets are missile turrets that are actually disabled. The white ones still work, but the purple ones are disabled. So I don't understand how these bunkers can actually see my DTs.
Well, you mean those bunkers right there, right.
Yeah.
Go down the ramp. Yeah. Sock party, motherfucker! I'm gonna smack the crap out of you with bar soap! Irish Spring! Damn it!
And we lost another DT.
I thought you said the hard part was over. Now we got bunkers?
The hard part is over. We're just being slow for no fucking reason at the moment. I can zealot rush the last generator down.
Yeah, so just get your big blob of dudes and just start smacking the crap out of everything.
There's still a shitload of missile turrets that I have to wade through, though. So I can't just throw them. I can't just throw all my scouts at it.
Legion. We're so close. We've been on this mission for 45 minutes. This one mission? This mission sucks.
Yes, this mission does suck. Mind you, it's mostly me sucking at it, but still.
I think they really outdid themselves this time. They made everybody's most memorable StarCraft 1 mission.
No. This is not the most memorable StarCraft 1 mission due to difficulty.
Fuck Pathy! Just kill it. Send them back to the Stone Age.
Now there. There, we're done, finally. And in the next part, we will successfully continue on with the rest of the Protoss Brood War campaign.
Following some brief exposition. Oh, wait, really? No exposition? Just, you did it!
No exposition at the end of the mission.
Get the fuck out of here.